All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Good morning, culés. It is time to wake up and Barca. We tried it on Friday. We tried it on Saturday. Schedule interruptions, oversleeping, admittedly, but here we are. We're doing it. Third time's a charm. We've got Barcelona, Girona match preview coming up. I'm excited to catch up with you all. It's been a little bit. But we're going to go over Barcelona news. We're going to talk the match prediction versus Girona. We'll talk lineups. We'll talk about what to expect from the match. We'll have a little bit of caffeine. We'll catch up with each other with some good conversation. Start our day in a positive way, talking about FC Barcelona, baby. If you want to be part of that conversation, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you drop a like as we get things going. With that out of the way, let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right, good morning. Good morning. We've got Barcelona hosting Girona today, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to go over the insights. We're going to go over the lineups. We're going to talk all things Barcelona going into today's match, starting with where we're at the table. Real Madrid dropping points yesterday. Let's go. The 1-1 draw means they are sitting 5 points above Barcelona, 1 point above Girona, which does mean a win today does give Real Madrid the top spot. Okay, we're gonna let that go. We're gonna put horse blinders on. We're not worried about that. We're just getting dubs. We're just getting points. That's what we're doing today. So 3 points closes the gap on Girona, closes the gap on Real Madrid. Atletico is going to do what they're going to do. They're sitting 3-0 right now. So Barcelona in need of 3 points at home. Girona, however, been playing well, been playing pretty well. They tend to line up with 3 in the back. Sometimes it's more of a 5-back formation, but you are going to see 3 center backs on the pitch. You're going to see Garcia, Lopez, the crafty veteran, Daily Blind. Then things kind of change up. Sometimes, like I said, you got wing backs. Sometimes you got midfield across there. Sometimes whatever. All right. But those 3 center backs, Garcia, Lopez, Blind, that's what we're up against. Stingy defense for Girona. Very stingy defense. So Xavi's going to have to come all cylinders, all guns fire, whatever the phrase is. Let's have some coffee. Let's slow down. Let's take a breath. Good morning, everybody. Okay, let's settle in. Sorry, I feel like I was talking a mile a minute there. I'm going to say my good mornings to folks. We're going to go over match preview. We're going to talk the insights going into today's match. We're going to talk about Xavi's lineup. We're going to talk predictions, okay? Before we get into that, thank you, everybody, for your patience with this one. Like I said in the opening, tried to do this Friday, regularly scheduled. Work got in the way. Meant to do it Saturday, yesterday. Did not set an alarm to wake up. So here we are today. I'm 5 minutes away from ready to go. And then Puyol outside, my pup number 2, decides, what poop is this in the yard? Let me just roll in it. So, had to deal with that. Thankfully, my lovely wife ended up taking care of that so I could get things going, but still delayed the stream a little bit. Got in my head a little bit. Daddy got a little angry. Okay, it happens. Anyway, we're here. Who I got hanging out with me? I see George is in the house. Ghost, what's up, brother? Prashant, how we doing? Samuel Dona is also here with us. Greg, good morning. I know, me and Ghost both been missing for a little bit here, but we're live. Nice. Greg says, nice of you to take a break from your hermit's cave, John. I know, I've just been not showing up for these, so got to get better at that. But if you do miss me, I am regularly on Más que un podcast now. We do that every Sunday. We record every Monday. It is live. Make sure you check us out, Más que un podcast, on YouTube, on Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the things. Me, Buga Luis, Pablo Wolves Blanco, some of your favorite voices in the Barcelona scene. Más que un podcast. Check us out. Harry, my guy, good morning to you. My stash mod. Hope everything is going well. Growth in progress. Grand rising to you as well. It's good to see you. Glad to have a Stash Squad contingent here. Go says work and life happened. Tuning in after a long time. Well, it's good to have you back, my guy. I know life happens. Folks ebb and flow from the channel, from the community, but it is good to see you. It's good to have you. Speaking to everybody out there watching, and it's good to have you when you can make it. All right. I know the world is a crazy place. I know we got a lot going on. A lot of us are at an age where we got a lot of transitions happening. Some of you all are in college. Got a lot going on. Some of you are starting new jobs. You got a lot going on. I get it. All right. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're spending time on this channel with this community, with everything going on in the world, for us to come together despite any differences we have. We connect over our love of Barcelona, and it goes from there. So I love you all very much. I'm glad you're here for this match preview. Let's continue on here. Take a look at what we got with these insights. Barcelona versus Girona. We got 5 of them to share with you. Oh, let's dive in. Barcelona are unbeaten in each of their 6 La Liga meetings with Girona. Suck it, dorks. Keeping a clean sheet in 4 of those meetings. This has also included the first time that Girona conceded 6 goals in a single game in the competition, February of 2018. That was 6-1. Yowza. So, listen, different team. Obviously, this is now 6 years later. But Barcelona, unbeaten in their 6 matches versus Girona. More of the same, please. Second fun fact here. Barcelona unbeaten in their 4 home games in all competitions against Girona, scoring a total of 17 in those games and conceded just 3. That's kind of the same fact. Anyway, number 3 here. Barcelona have scored in each of their last 13 home games in La Liga, 26 in total. Their best scoring run at home under Xavi Hernandez. Let's go. Number 4. Apart from Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid, Girona are only the 2nd team in the Liga history to win 12 of their first 15 games of the season, joining Athletic Club in 55-56, a season in which they finished as champions. Well, what do we mean from okay, so yeah, if you ignore these other 3 teams that did it, they're the 2nd team to do it. So what you're saying is they're the 5th team to do it, is what I just heard. That's what I just heard. Anyway, 5th and final insight. I'm cranky today. I am cranky today. Let me just tell you, I think I ate too much sugar on Friday, didn't get enough sleep. I think it's affecting my head a little bit. I'm a cranky boy today. Anyway. Anyway, we're going to get through it, folks. Last fun fact here. Girona have gained the most points from losing positions of any side in the top 5 European leagues this season. Ooh, okay. What that means to me is that even if Barcelona get an early lead, even if we are ahead late in this one, we got to watch out. Girona, the comeback kings of Europe this season, so we got to be careful. We got to mind our P's and Q's here. We got to shut up shop after we get a couple of goals, all right? That's the name of the game. That is the plan. But we got to get the goals first, all right? Barcelona have been struggling a little bit in some of those matches. Some of that is just a bit of, I'll say, misfortune, a little bit of unluckiness. I love this stat here that we saw from Barca Buzz over the week. Barcelona have hit the woodwork 11 times in the Liga, which is the highest in the league, and also twice in Champions League, taking their total tally to 13. Joao Felix has hit the woodwork the most, 4 times, followed by Raphinha, Fermin, Lamine, twice, Gavi, I love you and I miss you, and De Jong and Inigo, both 1 times. If this is the big stat here. If in La Liga, if the shots which hit the woodwork had been goals, Barca would be leading the league. That's the big one. So if we can just sharpen up a little bit, get those goals again. Shout out to Barca Buzz for the stats there. If we can sharpen up in front of goal just a little bit, good things are going to happen. Hold it down defensively, and we're doing good things. We're doing good things. That is good coffee. Shout out to Urbana down the street here in Cincinnati. Appreciate everybody participating in the chat there. Again, this is about me sharing the news, about going over predictions, yes, but I want to hear from you all. I want to have some conversation. Share your questions, share your opinions, connect with your fellow culés here in the chat. Great opportunity to meet some folks you never would have the opportunity to meet otherwise. So come hang out with us, participate in the chat. Harry, thanks for dropping the link for Más que un podcast. Again, that is out every Monday. Live podcasts, or excuse me, not live podcasts, new episodes, I should say. Gosh, more coffee, please. More coffee, please, as we try to wake up. Thoughts on how Cincinnati are doing? Well, we were doing great, and then we got knocked out in the semifinal by Columbus Crew, who ended up winning the MLS final yesterday. It stings. It definitely stings. We were favorites going into it. We were top of the league going into the playoffs. Grr. So that one stings, but we move on. We move onward. FC Cincinnati, great season, good memories this year. So we'll be back next season. Don't worry. Back to Barcelona news. I clear my nasal passage. We've got Ter Stegen, who has successfully undergone surgery. Rumor is he's going to be out 2, 3, maybe 4 months after this surgery on his lower back. Ugh. Thankfully, we do have Inaki Peña sticking in there. Old reliable. Excuse me for the burps. It happens. It's morning time, you know. We do have Inaki Peña filling in for him, so no worries there. Other news before we get to the lineups for Girona. Raphinha, slight overload, didn't train today. This was on the 7th, so 3 days ago, midweek. Should be available for the game against Girona. Overload's not a big deal, and we need Raphinha. Let me tell you, we need Raphinha out on that right wing. Yes, we have other options. You could go Ferran Torres, you could go Lamine Yamal, but for this match against Girona, I want to see Barca's best 11 available. Of course, Ter Stegen and Gavi not available. I want to see the best available 11. So Raphinha, shake it off. Get out there, my dude. Third and final injury update before we get into the lineup going into Girona. Ronald Araujo apparently has a broken jaw. I don't know how you can play football with a broken jaw. I don't know who has done this before. I know like head injuries, you can wear the helmet, nose or cheekbone stuff. You can wear that Batman mask. What do you do for a jaw? Is he going to have like a whole like Hannibal Lecter mask? I don't know what it's going to look like, but they're saying that he's putting off surgery and he is going to play with a mask and expected to recover with the next 3 weeks. Like I said, I don't know what that's going to look like. We'll find out today against Girona. But he's playing. Heart, determination, grit. My goodness. That's why he's our captain. That is why he's our captain. Greg says, is it worth bringing in another keeper on loan for squad depth? Depending on Ter Stegen's recovery in the next few weeks, when we look into the January transfer window, I wouldn't hate picking up a David De Gea. I would not hate it. Comes in, not going to steal the number 1 spot from Ter Stegen, can provide some experience, can provide some perspective maybe, and can challenge Peña in that number 2 spot, keep him sharp. I'd be okay with that. Haters going to hate, but I would be okay with a free agent De Gea joining us in January. Go says, I guess give Peña a chance. Who is our reserve keeper? Anyway, it's Peña, and then it goes down to the Barca athletic players, where you have, I'm not going to remember their names off the top of my head. The youngest, though, is an American goalkeeper. George says, Joe Frazier broke it. Talking about Araujo's jaw. Go says, there is a pic on Barca page with Araujo wearing the mask. Ooh, okay, well, let's check that out. Good shout, Ghost. Let's see if we can get that picture. No, Google, I wasn't talking to you, you goof. You goof. All right, where are we at, Araujo? Where are we at, big dog? I'm looking. Have I gone too far? Is it on Instagram maybe? Oh, there it is. That is a full-on mask. Wow. He looks like like Vader from the old WWF days. Looks like, never mind, we don't need to go that route. But there it is, folks. There's Araujo in his mask. Shout out to Ghost for letting me know that picture was available. There it is. That's not going to be comfortable. How do you breathe in that? I mean, you can see it's holding his jaw up like that. How do you even? Ugh. Legend though, absolute legend. Our captain, Araujo. Folks, are we ready? Are we ready to get into some lineup predictions for this match? Again, Barcelona hosting Girona. Let's get into it. Lineup coming at you. Who will Xavi start in this upcoming match against Girona? We're going to begin in the back with maybe we're going to be, there it is. Oh, went too far. There was delay. Nobody saw that. Inaki Peña starting in goal. And then, yes, joao cancelo on the left. Balde's going to have to do something to work his way back in here. But I think Xavi has realized that his best back line involves 3 center backs and 1 wing back. And it tends to work best with that wing back being on the left because Araujo and Kounde can play in a right back position. We don't really have a center back that can do the same on the left. Marcos Alonso is probably that person, but nobody here wants Marcos Alonso in that lineup to put joao cancelo on the right-hand side. Anyway, I digress. Go with the best 11, not the 11 best. That means joao cancelo on the left. That means Araujo on the right. We got to deal with some crafty wing play from Girona here. So I think we go Araujo. Anytime that you're seeing our opponent having that pace on the wings, that's when you see Araujo get the right back position over Kounde. I think in the center, we'll see Christensen. We'll see Kounde. I think, Inigo Martinez picked up a little bit of a knock, I believe. So maybe he'll be on the bench. Maybe he's unavailable. Actually, in the moment, I'm not remembering what his timeline is. But he won't be starting. Pulled from the last match, we got Christensen going in for him. So we got Cancelo, Christensen, Kounde, Araujo with the start in the midfield. This is a given, even though they put Romeo on the face of the graphic that they put out today on Twitter. It's going to be Frankie. It's going to be Pedri. It's going to be Gundogan. Pedri Potter, baby. Pedri Potter, I'm looking at you. This is the day to come back. This is his 3rd match back since injury, and Pedri is ready to shine. Magic from Pedri Potter. That's what I'm predicting. We'll get the score line in just a minute, but I am hoping and I am ready for big things from Pedri Potter here. Front 3. Let's see it. Lewandowski might have limited time in this starting 11. Vitor Roque coming in, knocking on the door. It would be shocking, but not out of the question for Lewandowski to go from Golden Boot winner to playing off the bench in 1 year's time. It's possible. I'm not hoping for it. I'm not pulling for it. I'm not a Lewandowski hater. I think he just needs to find a streak. He's 1 streak away from shaking off all this hate. Okay? 1 streak away. So Lewandowski, I'm pulling for you, buddy. Let's get the goals while we're there. Joao Felix, right attitude, right mentality. Big boy doing big things. Needs to sharpen up with the finishing. Like I pointed out earlier, 4 shots off the post. Let's get those in the back of the net. We got Joao Felix. We got Lewandowski. We got Raphinha. Despite taking a little bit of a rest during the week to some overload, I think we got to have him out there on the pitch. Respect to Ferran. Respect to Lamine. Respect to going, if we want to go forward in the midfield and throw a Fermin Lopez out there. All good options. But this is our best 11 right now. We're going up against Girona, who have been leading the table for most of this season. We got to come in hot. We got to come in strong. This is what I want. This is what I expect to see from Xavi. On the bench, We do have some talented players, of course, like I mentioned, Ferran, Lamine, Fermin, Balde. We got some options here, okay? So, predictions-wise, Girona, pretty stingy, but I think we can get some goals. I think I was about to go big. Should I go big? I'm going to go big. I'm going to go 3-0 to Barcelona. Whoa! Where'd that come from? 3-0 to Barcelona is the prediction for Barcelona versus Girona. 2 goals from Lewandowski. 1 goal from Pedri Potter. What? Are you kidding me right now? Yes. No, I'm not. Yes, that is my prediction, is what I meant. So here it is. Barcelona, 3-0 over Girona, 2 from Lewandowski, 1 from Pedri Potter. Easy peasy win. We start nipping at the heels of Girona and Real Madrid on the table. Lock it in. I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to get your predictions. Let me know what you think. What I get right, what I get wrong in terms of the lineup. What are you thinking in terms of predictions? What's going to be the outcome of today's match? Let's turn to the chat. Let's see what we got going on here. Olivier, good to see you. Saying, I think, says, I think Cancelo will start at right back, Araujo center back, Balde left back. We'll see. We have not done well with the Cancelo and Balde combination thus far. A lot of holes in that back line. Jay, good morning to you. Let's get that big win indeed. Harry says, can't play Pablo Torres because there's a fear clause for him. Garcia can play. Yeah, I tweeted it out. For some reason, when we were drafting the contract for the loan of Eric Garcia, we didn't have time to add in, oh, by the way, he can't play for us or can't play against us. We just didn't have time for that. Okay. So Eric Garcia will be playing, will probably be starting, but not Pablo Torre. Olivia's predicting a 4-1 victory. Goals from Joao, Felix, Cancelo, Pedri, and Lewandowski. Okay, we'll take it. Go says 5-2, Lewandowski double, Felix 1, Araujo and Gundogan getting goals. I would love to see a 5-2. That would be very exciting. Gosh, now you're hitting me with that. That almost seems more likely, but I'm sticking with my 3-0. Sticking with the 3-0. Greg says, hard to tell because Girona are tricky customers. If we come out flying, then I can see a 3-1 to Barca, but it could be, I lost it there, could be tricky 2-1 win as well. Growth in Progress says, I think it's going to be closer than we think. It's going to be a 3-2 win with Felix, Lewandowski, and Cancelo getting the goals. Okay. Raul dropping some dollars on the channel, making it rain. I appreciate your brother. Says, can't wait. It's going to be a good match. Girona needs a humbling. Booga comparing them to Leicester City. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Yes, indeed. I am doing well. I know I have not been keeping up with things on this channel. So I really do appreciate those that have been sticking with me, that come and hang out during the live streams that have been sporadic. All right. Admittedly, I have not been keeping up. I have not been consistent on this channel. I've been a little bit more focused on the Más que un podcast side of things. So I appreciate you coming and hanging out when we're live here on this channel. I really do. I do not yet know if I'll be live for the Girona match yet. I got some plans with some friends this afternoon that I am prioritizing. And that's also part of why I haven't been so consistent on this channel. I am trying to live life a little bit, not be so restricted to the Barcelona schedule. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go see some friends this afternoon. I might be back in time to do a live, so turn on notifications. I apologize for not being better scheduled, but it is what it is. I'm living life, and I hope you all are doing the same. I hope you're going out and having positive interactions. I hope that you're having good connections. I appreciate you all hanging out with me, like I said. Oh my gosh, Kudis is here with us. Are you kidding me? Stashbot in the house. What's up, Kudis? Good to see you, brother. And yes, please do drop a like while you're hanging out with us. Roll says, no worries, love tuning in and excited for a good match. Me as well. I think Barcelona are going to turn things around here. I think we're going to hit a good run going into that winter break. We'll be coming back with Vitor Roque. Are you kidding me? I'm very excited to see what that does for Barcelona's lineup. I'm not sure where he's going to play. Is he going to replace Lewandowski? Is he going to compete with Joao Felix on that left-hand side? Is he going to be another player competing on the right wing? We have like 7 players competing on the right wing again. I'm excited to see what happens there. And it could be a case where maybe Vitor Roque comes in and he plays behind Lewandowski for the rest of the year. That could happen, folks. It might take a little bit of time for Vitor Roque to get settled in. So maybe I'll leave you there. Let me know down in the comments, what are your expectations? We'll talk about this a few times over the next couple of weeks. What are your expectations for Vitor Roque? What do you reasonably think will be his goal tally for the back half of the season? Love to get your thoughts. Love to hear your comments down below. And don't forget to drop a like, as Stash Mod Kudis has reminded us. Olivia says, yeah, haven't been on the live streams because of IRL, in real life. Is that what that means? I'm too old for that. But yes, life happens. Listen, this is our 5th year doing this. We started in 2019, so we did 1920, 2021, 21, 22, 22, 23. This is 23, 24. And admittedly, this last year, I have not been doing anything to grow the channel necessarily. I haven't been putting out clips. I haven't been streaming consistently. Didn't do any kind of marketing or advertising this year. So again, really, really do appreciate those that keep coming in, keep hanging out, keep this community alive. I really do appreciate it. Excuse me. Not crying, just stuffy. You all are why I keep showing up. You really are. I love the connections. I love the friendships that we're building here. So let's keep it going. Whatever this channel becomes, whatever the frequency of the live streams becomes, one thing that I am considering is just changing the channel to Wake Up in Barca. And we do 1 or 2 live streams in the morning each week, and we do the live matches, and we just keep it easy peasy. It's something I'm considering. I don't know. Or I keep it with the undefeated Mustache John, and I start bringing y'all into some other stuff that I'm doing. I'm getting into some music right now. I'm getting into some jiu-jitsu commentary. Maybe I start doing that on this channel. I don't know. Either way, I love that you're here for the ride. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I love the conversation. I love the connections, like I said. Love my stash mods, Kudis and Harry. I appreciate y'all holding things down. Raul, thank you so much for the donation. I definitely appreciate that as well. I don't mean to make this sound like I'm like closing down the channel or something. I'm not by any means. I'm just recognizing that I haven't been producing, haven't been streaming as much as I have in the past, and I love and appreciate that you're all hanging out with me. I really do. Raul says I can imagine you out with your friend. Oh, it says I can imagine you out with your friends, but keeping one eye on the score. Yes, that is what will be happening. I'll have if I'm still out, meeting up with some friends, playing a little friendly game of poker. I will have that match on if I have not been eliminated by match time. But if I'm knocked out, I'll go home. I'll watch my game, and we'll do a little live stream. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yes, indeed. Ahmed says, I think Vitor Roque should get like 5 goals in La Liga. I think that's reasonable, actually. That might sound low to some of you, but that's actually reasonable. Raul says, whatever works best for you, we will still be here. Harry agrees. Love it. Kudis, BJJ News. Yes, I'm doing a live stream commentary, not on this channel. It is going to be, if you search Kumite Cincinnati, Kumite, Kumite Cincinnati, you will find it on YouTube. It will be a paid live stream, but then available, I believe, for free afterwards. It is Kumite. It is the 7th jiu-jitsu event here in Cincinnati, and I will be doing commentary for the 2nd time here on this one. So Kumite Cincinnati, that'll be not this Sunday, next Sunday, the 17th. I'll remind you about it during the week. So things are happening. I got invited to do another commentary for a jiu-jitsu event. We got the Masque Un podcast going on. We got barcamerch.com, getting these cool t-shirts going. I cannot wait to show you. Christian might be watching this, my nephew Christian. I got Christian a very special t-shirt. Can't wait to show it off to you all once I give that to him for Christmas. So things are happening. We're still here, folks. We still got the family. We still got the stash squad. I love you guys very much. Growth in Progress says, John, I'm loving the podcast with Pablo and Buga. Glad to see them back as I haven't seen them make content in a while. Yeah, Buga kind of trailed off of his channel. Pablo has been looking to see where he can apply his efforts. He's now picked up on Barca Buzz. So if you're looking for a little extra Pablo, check out his match. I believe he's doing previews and post-match analysis over on Barca Buzz. So check out Pablo. And then to get Buga, come on the Más que un podcast show. That's where you get the Buga time. So I love those guys. I know you do as well. So check us out. We will be recording after today's match. That will be available Monday morning on YouTube and Spotify. Más que un podcast. It's going to do it for today, folks. Love y'all very much. Like I said, I really do. I really do. This was a good little pick-me-up for me. It was a rough start to the morning. Woke up late. Dog rolled in. I don't know what. This is the other thing. I don't know what poop it was. I don't know if it was groundhog poop back there. It wasn't my dog's poop, and I got a fenced-in backyard. So whatever pooped in my backyard, stop it. Anyway, wasn't my best self this morning. So very glad, very fortunate to have you all to check in with, to turn this around, to get some good energy going. I love y'all very much, is what I'm trying to say. Later today, Barcelona, like I said, turn on notifications. Maybe we'll be live, maybe we won't. It's going to be that kind of party, but I'll be cheering on the Blaugrana either way. I know you will be doing the same. So I'll be there with you in spirit, if nothing else. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Go out there and do good things. High fives, hugs for whoever wants them, whoever needs them. I appreciate you tuning in and taking a ride.